Hello everybody, my name is Cyrus and welcome to University. Today I'm going to have my spoiler review for Jurassic World Dominion. If you don't want spoilers, the link is in the description for my spoiler-free review. But this is full on. I'm going to talk about the whole movie. Just like get out of here if you don't want spoilers. I have very strong feelings on this movie. Like, I don't understand how I feel though. It's like a part of me that like hates it, and part of me that is in love with it, and it's like a love-hate relationship. Okay, I don't hate it, I just dislike a lot of parts of it. It's really complicated, so I'm gonna go through my pros and then the cons. Yeah, on the cons, if I go on a rant, just know I might, because I did in my spoiler-free review. So let's go on the pros. The Giganotosaurus is an actual animal and not like a monster that's going after people because it's like, oh yo, I'm a monster now, I'm gonna kill everyone. It's an actual animal, and I like that because the Indominus Rex and Indoraptor, sure, they were scary, but they were not like complete animals. They were genetically modified animals, and the Giganotosaurus is 100% complete genome, which is like from the past, which is an animal. And I actually pretty much enjoyed that. New characters, Ramsey and Kayla, are actually interesting. Ramsey's Dodgson's like sidekick or accomplice, but he's like, he turns into a good guy, and Kayla is a pilot lady, and she's really cool. So I hope that Kayla and like anybody else gets their own TV show, because I mean, like, what are they gonna do after Camp Cretaceous? Nothing for like 10 years. Don't do that. But I just hope that Kayla gets her own show, and I'll explain more of my pitch later in the video. The twist is interesting, but it takes away the moral dilemma of cloning a dead person. The twist being that Maisie is a clone. Like, the twist being that Lockwood Benjamin did not clone Maisie. It was Maisie that cloned herself, or not Charlotte that cloned herself. And that's really interesting. But I feel like it takes away from the moral dilemma of cloning a dead person. And I really liked that in the last movie, like, what would you do? But now it's, oh yeah, she just impregnated herself because she wanted to experiment on her kid. But no, it's not an experiment. She just wanted a kid really bad. I don't understand this lady. But I don't know how I feel about it. It's a complicated feeling. Like, okay, that's nice. You have a twist in a movie that you wouldn't expect to have, like, twists. But the twist is something that is complicated. Like, it takes away from the grand scheme of the franchise. Barbasol Can shows up, making connections to the Camp Cretaceous, which will come out later this month, or next month. And I don't know how I feel about that. Like, really, you have to make connections to this show, but they do have more connections, like the implants in the brain, which means that Dodgson or something, Biosin, must be in the final season, which, oh, okay, because they have the brain stuff, and in the season 5 trailer, they're literally mind-controlling dinosaurs. So this is pretty interesting. Dodgson's death is the only death that has suspense in this movie. Because you see like the frill at the Dilophosaurus, and then Dilophosaurus eats Dodgson, and you see the Barbasol Can, but it actually has suspense with the lighting, all the gas. Like, it's actually nice. The final battle was short, like really short, but it was amazing, especially with the Therizinosaurus. Like, when the T-Rex pushed the Giga into the Therizinosaurus, I was like, oh geez, like that's morbid. Like, wow, it's crazy, man. Crazy. They have many setups for like different things. Like, never come back to it. I like that because it could expand the Jurassic universe, which I hope they do. I mean, this movie is making a lot of money, and we're in a post-pandemic world where people don't go to the movies as much. So I hope that with the money they're making, that they'll make more, which it's inevitable. This is Jurassic World. It's Universal's biggest IP. It was more story driven than the other movies. In the first Jurassic Park, it's just dinosaurs escape because this guy wanted money. In the second one, it was more Michael Crichton, because of the horror elements. Jurassic Park 3, I don't even know what that was. Jurassic World, same as Jurassic Park, but with a hybrid and the park is open. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, we have a volcano with dinosaurs. And this one, it has locusts, which feels very Michael Crichton-esque. And I really, really like that because in the books, it had dinosaurs, but also had other problems with genetic power that I really liked. Now we're gonna go on to the cons, so get ready for my rants. This may make the video 15 minutes longer. So Sonia, the lady in white, but they barely say her name, is just like a random throwaway villain in the middle of the movie. Not even in the middle, it's the first, like, act, and I think she'd be a much more interesting villain than Dodson because she's in the Jurassic World. She's like a black market dealer, and I feel like exploring what a Jurassic World would be in Jurassic World is more interesting than having a Jurassic World movie where dinosaurs are over the planet in a small place away from society. It's just more interesting to see like all this black market stuff. Like so much interesting stories and concepts can come from that. So that brings me back to my pitch about Kayla having her own show and Sonia being the villain. I hope that happens, but my pitches probably won't happen. The opening exposition with the news story is really bad. They should have just kept the prologue that they put on YouTube in the movie, because you have the prologue and then the news report. Just like in Fallen Kingdom, you have an attack and then a news report. In this, it's like, news report, alright, go to the movie. It's really uninteresting. It's just an exposition dump on Maisie's mother. And I just wish they kept the prologue in, because you see all the dinosaurs in the prehistoric times, and you're like, oh, they're everywhere now. And then you realize 65 million years later, I'm like, ah, snap, that's so crazy. But they just put in this stupid montage from Battle at Big Rock shots that were in that little short film, and put it in this movie and say, oh, this is new. This is new, okay? They have, what, like one video of the Dimorphodon attacking a person, like, a while later. But you should have, I feel like the opening should have been the prologue, then a montage of dinosaurs attacking, and then a news report, because that would have been more or the news report while dinosaurs are attacking people, just like at Battle at Big Rock. But what do I know? The kills aren't graphic, even though it looks like they should be, like the Carnotaurus and then the other Lystrosaurus eating the guy's arms. That should have been gory, just like in Fallen Kingdom, but in this movie, it's really not. Felt more like an action movie than a sci-fi movie, which okay, action movies are cool, but this franchise is supposed to be sci-fi adventure. There are sci-fi themes like the Locust and all that, but it's way too actiony, especially in like when they arrive on Biosyn Valley and they see the Pyroraptor, and when they're in Malta and people are shooting guns everywhere. That felt really, really action-esque when it's supposed to feel more like an adventure. But I hope it doesn't go into the Fast and Furious direction, because if they do a crossover, I'm not done, because I'm gonna watch it, but I'm gonna cry the entire time. Franklin and Zia from the other movie are barely in this. Barry is barely in this. It's just like, right, we're gonna have cameos, but it's gonna be the three people from this trilogy. We're not gonna have Billy, we're not gonna have Timmy, we're not gonna have any other characters. We're just gonna have Jeff and Sam Neill and Laura Dern. That's it. Alright, no more cameos. We just need we don't. But I am happy that the original three cast from the original trilogy are the main main characters. So that's all I'm gonna do for this video. I didn't go on a rant like I expected I would, but hope you all enjoy your day. Bye.